Good morning students, this is Sheba. Now we are going to discuss about the Electronic Devices Unit 3 Field Effect Transistors FET. So in our previous sessions we have discussed about the basics of FET, its operation, the classifications of FET such as JFET and MOSFET, characteristics and working of JFET, N-channel and P-channel JFET. In our last session, we have discussed about the characteristics of JFET such as drain and transfer characteristics in detail. And in this session, we are going to discuss about one of the major topics of JFET, that is pinch-off voltage. Yes, what is meant by this pinch-off voltage? The point when ID ceases to increase regardless of VDD increases is said to be pinch-off voltage. As you can see in this diagram where we have drawn ID versus VDS, the point B, that is where ID increases regardless of VDD is said to be pinch-off voltage. This current is called maximum drain current, IDSS, and the breakpoint point C is reached when too much voltage is applied. Yes, at point B it reaches a saturation condition, and when we further increases the voltage, at some point it starts to break down, and it is said to be apply when we apply more voltage. This is of course undesirable, so JFET's operation is always well below this value because breakdown can result in irreversible damage to the device. Yes, what does this pinch-off mean? You can see here in this diagram, when we add in the drain voltage to drive a current, initially we get an increasing current with the increasing drain bias. But when you reach a saturation point, that is VD sat is equal to VG minus VT, inversion is disabled at the drain end, but the source is still inverted. The charges still flow, just that you can't draw more current with higher drain bias and the current saturates, and this point is said to be pinch off. What is this pinch off voltage in JFET corresponds to? When you keep on increasing VDD, the depletion region will spread more and more due to increase in potential difference between the gate and drain. A value of the VDD will come after that the current will become constant. It means after this point, when you increase more VDD, the current will not change. Now the JFET has gone into saturation mode. The point at which the JFET goes to the saturation mode is said to be pinch-off voltage. To understand this concept, here we are drawing this characteristic curve by shorting the gate with the sources, that is VGS is equal to 0 volt. You can see the constant point obtained here clearly in a straight line. This is said to be the pinch-off voltage. And this is the clear diagram of the three regions depicted, such as ohmic region, which is the region before we are reaching the saturation point, and breakdown region. This is the region after the saturation point, and the saturation point is said to be the pinch-off region. So in JFET operating characteristics, if VGS is equal to 0 and VDS is further increased to a more positive voltage, then the depletion zone gets so large that it pinches off the N channel. As VDS is increased beyond VP, the level of ID remains the same. IDSS is the maximum drain current for a JFET and is defined by the condition when VGS is equal to 0 volt and VDS is greater than VP. When VGS is greater than or equal to 0 volt, the voltage from the gate to source is controlling voltage of the JFET. As VGS becomes more negative, the depletion region increases. The more negative VGS, the resulting level of ID is reduced. Eventually, when VGS is equal to VP, ID is 0 milliamps, and this is said to be the condition when the device is turned off. The level of VGS that results in ID is equal to 0 milliamps is defined by VGS is equal to VP, with VP being a negative voltage for N-channel devices and positive voltage for P-channel JFETs. Application of a negative voltage to a gate of a JFET results in this condition. You can see the operating point clearly, locus of pinch-off values. Yes, the point at which the device reaches a saturation is said to be this pinch-off value. And so, due to this operating condition, our JFET can also be used as voltage controlled resistor. The region to the left of the pinch-off point is called the ohmic region, which is said to be voltage controlled resistance region. The JFET can be used as a variable resistor where VGS controls the drain source resistance RD. As VGS becomes more negative, the resistance RD also increases. So from this we are depicting the formula RD is equal to R0 divided by 1 minus VGS divided by Vp the whole square, where R0 is the resistance with VGS is equal to 0 volt and RD is the resistance at a particular level of VGS. Moving to the example part, for an example, N-channel JFET with R0 is equal to 10 kilo ohms, VGS is equal to minus 3 volt and Vp is equal to minus 6 volt. We can get the value of RD from the formula substituted to obtain as 40 kilo ohms. Moving to the P-channel JFETs, the P-channel JFET behaves the same as the N-channel JFET except the voltage polarities and current directions are reversed. And so this P-channel JFET characteristics, as VGS increases more positively, the depletion zone increases, ID also increases, but it is less than IDSS. Eventually ID is equal to 0 amps. So, summarizing the important concepts of this topic we have discussed. Now, VGS is equal to 0 volt means ID is equal to IDSS, and VGS is less than pinch off level means ID is equal to 0 milliamps. So this is the major concept which you have to keep in mind. And when ID is between 0 amps and IDSS, for VGS is less than or equal to 0 volt and greater than the pinch off level. So these three major concepts has to be in your mind whenever you are going to discuss about the pinch off voltage. And important relationship between these JFET and BJT, ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by Vp the whole square, whereas BJT IC is equal to beta into IB. Here ID is equal to IS and there IC is approximately equal to IE. Here IG is equal to 0 amps and there VB is equal to 0.7 volt. So these are all the important concepts which you have to keep in mind for a relationship between BJT and FET. So moving to another important topic, characteristic parameters of JFET. Yes, these characteristics parameters, nothing but the parameters which decides the characteristics of JFET, such as gate cutoff voltage, shorted gate drain current, transconductance, dynamic output resistance and amplification factor, and also power dissipation factor. So gate cutoff voltage is nothing but at a fixed drain voltage, the drain current of JFET depends on the gate to source voltage. If this gate to source voltage decreases from 0 in N-channel JFET, the drain current also gets decreased accordingly. And the relationship between gate to source voltage and drain current is given as ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VGS of the whole square. After certain gate to source voltage, the drain current becomes 0 and this voltage is known as cutoff gate voltage, VGS off. This voltage numerically equals the pinch off drain to source voltage. In case of P-channel JFET, if we increase the gate terminal voltage from 0 to the gate drain current gets decreased, and after a certain gate to source voltage the drain current becomes 0, and this voltage is the cutoff gate voltage for P channel JFET. It is the gate cutoff voltage for P channel JFET apart from the N channel JFET. And moving to another parameter, shorted gate drain current, when the gate terminal is grounded and the positive drain to source voltage is being increased slowly in case of N-channel JFET, the drain current gets increased linearly, but after pinch of voltage, the drain current would not be increased further and gets a constant value. This is the maximum drain current that can flow through the channel when the gate terminal is in ground potential. This current is fixed for a JFET and this is called shorted gated drain current and generally known as IDSS. Moving to the another parameter, transconductance. Transconductance is nothing but the ratio of change in drain current to change in gate to source voltage. at a constant drain to source voltage. Gm is equal to del ID divided by del VGS at constant VDS. This value is maximum at VGS is equal to 0 and it is denoted as GMO. The maximum value is specified in a JFET data sheet that transconductance at any other value of gate to source voltage can be determined by the expression ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VGS of the whole square. Moving to the next parameter, dynamic output resistance. This is the ratio of change of drain to source voltage to the change of drain current at a constant gate to source voltage. RD is equal to del VDS divided by del ID at constant VGS. And moving to the next parameter, amplification factor. The amplification factor is the ratio of change of drain voltage to change of gate voltage at constant drain current. Mu is equal to del VDS divided by del VGS at constant ID. And the relation between transconductance and dynamic output resistance is mu is equal to del VDS divided by del VGS is equal to del VDS by del ID into del ID divided by del VGS. This is mu is equal to RD into GM. And moving to the another major concept, that is power dissipation. Power dissipation is nothing but normal power value only. Power P is equal to, generally we know, V into I. So here also VDS into ID, drain current. JFET drain current equation is also derived from that. ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS divided by VGS of the whole square. And JFET gate to source voltage relation, that is VGS is equal to minus VGS of into 1 minus square root of ID divided by IDSS. And from this we can extract the resistor equation. As I have said, V is equal to IR, R is equal to V by I, therefore RS is equal to VGS divided by ID. Moving to the example part, determine ID and VGS for the JFET with voltage divider bias. For this particular JFET parameter, VD is equal to 7 volt. So we know the equation ID is equal to VDD minus VD divided by RD. We can substitute from the diagram given R1, RD, R2 and RS, all values are given, and also VS is equal to ID into RS. So we find the value of ID as 1.52 milliamps and VS is 3.34 volt, and VG is equal to R2 by R1 plus R2 into VDD, which is 1.54 volt. VGS is equal to VG minus VS. So this is equal to minus 1.8 volt. Moving to the second example, select resistor values for RD and RS for this bias circuit. For the parameters, IDSS is equal to 12 milliamps and VGS of is equal to minus 3 volt. So from the given parameter and the diagram, we find the value of ID is equal to 6 milliamps and VGS is equal to minus 82 millivolt. Then RS is equal to 147 ohm. From this, VD is equal to VDD minus ID into RD. Therefore, RD is equal to 1 kilo ohm. Moving to the important questions. Part A, 2 marks. Define amplification factor in JFET. What does pinch off voltage mean? Yes, of course, we need to know what does this pinch off voltage mean. Give the drain current equation. List the JFET parameters. Yes, you can list all the 5 or 6 parameters in the JFET. And moving to the part B and C, derive the expression for pinch off voltage. Explain the characteristics of parameters of JFET. Derive the current equation for drain current of JFET. All these are corresponds to the part B as well as the part C questions. So you have to write what is mean by this pinch off or what is mean by this drain current definition and its equations clearly for according to the mark they have given. So this is about the important links for reference and corresponding to the book website reference as well as book reference, electronic devices, suggested book UA Bakshi and AP Godse, page number chapter 3, 6 to page number 6 to page number 15 corresponds to the topic of discussion. Moving to the application part, yes, as we have seen, this JFET is in major used as resistor. Yes, voltage controlled resistor is one of the major real-time application. Yes, in switches also it can be used to resist the flow of current based on the voltage we apply, and thus in real time we can optimize the value of current according to the application we need. Whether we are applying in a large scale application means we can give a large flow of current, as also when we are when our application is small we can also reduce the current according to the need we have. So it in real time it acts as a voltage controlled resistor in many switches and amplifiers. And this is about the topic we have discussed now. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask me and get the details. Thank you.